is working towards a long-term vision for the country with a lot of very specific short-term objectives. So, since the Prime Minister started leading the country in 2014, even when I was in the Congress, like I write very often, I've been writing, speaking at different platforms. And there were quite a lot of things which I was telling that we are in the right trajectory. And then now, once I joined, it's very refreshing to see every single person who I'm working with in the organization, whether it is a worker, whether it is a very senior leader, they all have completely bought into this long-term vision that we have of transforming India into a developed country by 2047 in the 100th year of our independence. And with very specific short-term and medium-term objectives, we are all working for that. So there is a very clear roadmap. And then you look at the Congress party from where I left. At this moment, nothing has changed. When I left the party itself, I had made a lot of statements. And I would say like nothing has changed since then. It is very sad to see the primary opposition party of this country, which at one point of time for almost 60 years it has governed the country. And it is very sad to see that outfit still, let's say, cut off from a lot of ground realities, cut off from India's political, economic and social consciousness, deviating further and further away to a very fringe ideological echo chamber. And it has morphed into an outfit where the entire organization and the systems it has is only meant to forward the interest of one particular family and one person. So this is what the primary opposition party of the country is. The rest of the parties, again, less said the better. So, yes, I am very happy that I am where I am. And I am very glad that I am working for the organization and the leaders I am working with. And I am very happy that, and I am very proud that we are all working for a long-term objective of transforming this country, which the work which we are doing, the foundations we are creating, will be spoken about for a long time, because India is finally, it is reclaiming our place among one of the leading nations in the world. It is becoming a very primary pole in a very transformative multipolar world. So we are all very happy to work for this cause.
Anil, apart from the hegemony that you have described that exists in the Congress party, what is that one basic difference that you see in both of these outfits in terms of the organizational cohesiveness and integrity?
See, the Congress party, again, the Bharatiya Janata Party, right now I got an organization role in the party. The last election was the first election where I was deeply involved in the party's functioning, where I was the election co-in-charge in Mizoram. And this is a party, like in Mizoram, last election we only had one seat. This time we had doubled our tally there also. And it's a place where we are still growing. It's the early phases of our growth. Then I had gone to Telangana also, where again last time we had 7% votes there. We had one seat there. Now we have doubled our tally there also. We have doubled our tally in vote share. Now we have 15% votes and 7 to 8 seats we got this time. So wherever it is, like in many places the party is the Bharatiya Janata Party is the #1 party by a fair distance. But in every other place where, let's say, historically we haven't done well also, the party is the organization is never complacent. And even when we have 303 seats in the Lok Sabha, even when all the big states, including UP or Maharashtra or Gujarat or Madhya Pradesh, all the big states are all ruled by the party. But still, despite all that, even a state like Mizoram or even Telangana, where we are not strong, everywhere we are working very hard to improve. We are not complacent, and we do like for example in the south, there are almost 130 seats there. Right now the opposition is trying to create narrations like south and north and all that. But again, it's cut off from realities. You look at the south, we are at this moment the number one party as far as seats are concerned. We have more Lok Sabha seats than any other party in the south. But still we do think that there are another 100 seats there we can grow. So we are continuously looking to grow. We are continuously looking to improve. We are not complacent. At the same time, you look at, again, my old outfit. I left there, so I don't want to keep on talking about the Congress party. But again, 2014, the party had the worst ever performance, 44 seats. 2019, it barely improved. Vote share actually went down, but let's say seats became 50. But vote share actually went down by quite a lot of points. And now 24 elections are coming. And I see their statements, I see what their leaders are speaking. And I would say from 2014, nothing has changed. It is in a downward spiral, but still there is an organization that is still resting on past laurels with very little new ideas. It is not speaking anything which it hasn't spoken in the last 9.5 years, which had been outrightly rejected by the Indian population, the Indian public twice. But still you are doing the same thing again and again and again. So you have us right now, we are the largest party in the world with many more members than the Chinese Communist Party, which still is not complacent. We are continuously looking to improve. And we have a long-term vision for the country also, of transforming the country. And then you have an opposition party, the primary opposition party, that is completely run out of any fresh ideas. You are leaving just by speaking about your past laurels. And you are anticipating people to choose you because there is this sense of entitlement that you are the natural choice. So this is what it is.
You're absolutely right. Somehow the Congress party has given out this feeling that they are naturally ordained to run the country. But, you mentioned North and South also. Now the Congress party has Telangana and Karnataka. Do you think there is going to be a lot more emphasis from the Congress party to, push this agenda of North and South? Because like you said, they haven't been able to come up with new ideas. So they might as well use whatever they have in their kitty. And is that bad for the country, this North-South divide, or even talking about that in that sense?
So the very fact that the Congress party and some of the members of the opposition